What up everyone, it's your man Xmanny87 here, bringing you another Marvel Legends video, and what I have for you today are the San Diego Comic-Con 2023 Marvel Legends reveals. Here I'm only covering the new stuff revealed at the panel for time's sake. All the other reveals from preview night I covered on my last video, so check that out if you want in case you missed it. Before we get into everything, if you could please leave a thumbs up, like rating on the video. It'll help show your support for my channel and I greatly appreciate it. Now with that said, let's talk about it. Again, nothing from preview night, this is for the panel reveals only. And first we have the Spider-Man the Animated Series, Peter Parker, and Smythe 2-pack. Peter Parker looks good for the most part, but I don't understand why they didn't give him the polo shirt look instead. That's his more popular look in the series. Anyways, I see a newly sculpted torso with a hard swivel at the waist and the upper diaphragm rocker. New jacket piece, but those single jointed arms are reused from J. Jonah Jameson, I believe. I don't think that's going to allow him to hold the camera naturally. Just like Spider-Man, Peter Parker should be fully articulate as he has to be prepared for anything. Pinless legs, painted sneakers, and that head sculpt is phenomenal, I think. If you don't like it, oh well, but I don't think they could have done better than this. This looks closely accurate to the cartoon. Yo, Smythe! Yo! Smythe looks like a beast. I really thought they would save him for something like if they ever did a HasLab Triple Spider Slayer, and he would be in the base offering or a tier at least. But hey, I'm totally fine with this offering. Plus, they can always do his other look with the hover chair if they ever wanted to sell a HasLab Spider Slayer. This figure just came out beautifully done and well thought out. All new sculpt from scratch too. Texturized and detailed legs too. Looks like there's a slight shading going on there. Texturized and detailed fins too. The sculpted shoulder blast too? Oh my god, help me out fam. I'm geeking out hard. Is this really Marvel Legends? I'm a proud fan right now. Not blinded by nostalgia here. It's done right. The head sculpt is straight money too. Not much left for accessories. Peter has his camera. It's the first time we get bare hands for thwips. Although one error they made here by not paying attention to the character details is that he needs his web shooters on if he's going to strike that pose. Smythe only has opened hands. Would have been nice if they gave him new blast effects for his shoulder projectiles. So Legends dropped the ball there a bit, but everywhere else I am good with. This 2-pack will go up on post for pre-order on Saturday, July 22nd at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. No word on price yet, but I expect the typical $50 to $55 range. Hey, Marvel Knights Wave makes its return from 2017, and also making its return are the window boxed packaging. Oh, how I miss you so much. Kicking things off for the Marvel Knights Wave 2, the mindless one Build-A-Figure series, is the Gamerverse Midnight Suns Iron Man, which I think there are some reused parts from the Avengers game, and that doesn't make sense here at all, being two different games and two different armors. The embedded print on the gold looks real good and gives it that mystical vibe it needs. Standard Iron Man accessories, and that's it. If you like the game enough to want this, then this is for you. I never got into turn-based games, but this one I did enjoy. I never finished it, so I have to go back and complete it, but there are things I appreciate in that game that's done very well. We all know what Gamerverse figures they should have revealed today that was shown at San Diego Comic-Con. And that was the Spider-Man 2 PS5 Venom from the new story trailer. That trailer is godly. Go check it out if you haven't already. But hey, I understand he has a bath piece here, so they had to show him since they revealed the entire wave. Next up, Daredevil was shown, and I saw this coming a mile away after that Electra Daredevil. Another all-new sculpt. All new ninja legs and arms. I think that torso is from the Astonishing X-Men Cyclops because of the seams running down the upper body. At least maybe a new upper body because there's sculpted wrinkles around the collar. Articulation looks okay, but he needed shoulder joints and a ball jointed waist on top of that ab crunch. Come on, let's be real now. This is Daredevil we're talking about. Ooh, I don't know about that knee split there. It looks like a hard separation. For accessories, he's got a new double-bladed weapon and his billy clubs, which you can store on his holster. I just wish he had alt hands. He only has those gripping hands. No fist or anything else. No bath piece, so they should have given us a little extra here. The head sculpt with the beard looks damn good. Can't wait to put this next to that Daredevil Elektra. Next up, we get Lady Bullseye. I geeked out hard for this one, and it's been something I've always wanted since they teased her figure back in the dark days of Hasbro during a San Diego Comic-Con sometime in 2008 or 2009, I think. Somewhere around there. I know it was definitely in the dark days. If I was excited for that awful figure, you can't imagine how I feel now to get her in all its updated glory. That head sculpt is incredibly gorgeous. I love her white and black pattern. She's got tons of accessories. She's got fists. She's got what looks to be Elektra holding hands for her Sensu fans. I believe that's what those Japanese fans are called. If you're Japanese, please correct me if I got it wrong. I don't want to offend anybody. Those fans look great with the blades on them. Love seeing the new accessories in this wave so far. She's also got 2 scythes and a sword. One of my most wanted for my Marvel Knights collection. Next up are the Fist Ninjas. So it was hard for me to hear on a live stream I was watching, but it sounded like Dwight Stahl said that they went back and retooled some parts of the Hand Ninja body. Hard for me to tell what they retooled because it honestly looks all the same to me. Still has pins. The hood looks like it sits lower, and there's a new sash onto the gi. That's as far as I can tell. If you were there, then let me know what he said. I know I must have missed something. He's got his Kama sword, alternate hands with the wraps sculpted on. Maybe these fists are good enough to put on that Daredevil from this wave if the red matches up. The hooded skull is gold, and I can see so many collectors getting creative with army building that and how they're going to use it on other figures and such. I like this offering a lot. I can never say no to ninjas. I'm just a sucker for them. Next reveal is Luke Cage Power Man Classic. Well, really it was revealed back in February, so nothing new here. But that was a digital render. The biggest question was whether he was going to have a hard swivel waist or ball jointed waist since he didn't have an ab crunch visible. Dwight did confirm that he'll have a ball jointed waist, which was the right call so that it doesn't ruin the aesthetics of the shirt. All new sculpt here and everything looks good, just like in accessories. Clea, which was another one of my most wanted females for the line. Love her classic purple look here. This is exactly the look I wanted, and now my Doctor Strange can have his squeeze. Damn, she looks so damn good. The head sculpt and hair looks beautiful. She's got her Clea resting bitch face on, which she should have. The deco is awesome. New sash and upper torso. Only thing I'm bummed about is, which you can point out easily, single jointed arms. Why are we still doing this, Hasbro? I like the sculpt on the Scarlet Witch gloves, but you gotta get with the times and just tool double jointed elbows with it. Eventually, you have to update that with any character who wears those kind of gloves. So just do it now and get it over with. I'm sure it came down to budget, but be a little more flexible for us fans. She's got fist and the devil horn hands, purple twirling effects that no one cares for. Hasbro needs to bring in more mystical-like effects for their magic users. Other than that, she still gives me that mystical vibe of Clea that I love so much. Here's one that was in dire need of an update, and that was Blade. The last one had hip issues where it looked like he was standing with his ass poking out. But this is the updated Blade we've been wanting for a while. He's got the flat top haircut, new jacket I believe. I like the red decal inside of it. The arms look new to me, but he has pins and that indicates it was reused. I don't remember where these arms came from with that 3/4 sleeve. Probably an MCU figure? Someone let me know because I forgot. Same upper torso as the last Blade figure. I think these are new legs too. I'm happy with his accessory selection this time around. We get way more. We get 2 stakes and 2 boomerang blades, which are new accessories in the line. 2 extra hands to hold them, and of course his signature sword, which you can store onto the sheath on his back. Just wished he had an extra head with a closed mouth, but can't be too mad about that since they gave us some new accessories to go with this. Other than that, a kick-ass offer if you ask me. This will easily replace that last Blade figure on my Marvel Knights shelf. Finishing off the wave is the Bath itself, the mindless one. This one is another top figure I wanted for my Marvel Knights shelf, but I was hoping for a deluxe because it's an army builder. The one thing I hate that Hasbro does too much of is either doing army builder exclusives or army builder baths. It's a freaking headache. But tackling the look of the figure, It's a damn good sculpt. He looks like a solid bath. All the cracks, rocks, and brimming granular details all throughout look perfectly blended in. He's got accessories too. I love me some accessories on baths. He'll have a long, steamy, flowing effect for his head that you can plug into, and alternate hands. Good for variety amongst your troops. Damn, I can see some Clayface customs out of this body. Overall, great looking figure. Now I'll need to find a way to get multiples so they can go up against my Doctor Strange. So my final thoughts on the wave is a positive reception on my end here. I've been thirsting for a new Marvel Knights wave, so when rumors were floating around and some people were trying to spoil it for me, I hate that shit. I love the element of surprise. I did the best I could to avoid it, so I didn't get my hopes up because I really wanted one. Midnight Iron Man is mid. I don't think they should have included that when they didn't make his fellow Midnight Suns team for the game yet. He should have been replaced by a classic Iron Fist. Not having a classic Iron Fist to go with a classic Luke Cage is just criminal. I was hoping for a Steel Serpent too. I like all the characters in this wave. A lot of things that go together here. That Daredevil and Fist Ninja will go with my Daredevil Elektra. Clea with my Doctor Strange, and others to complement my Marvel Knights shelf like Lady Bullseye and Blade, which are some of my biggest wants here. The Mindless One bath is sick, but if they were going to make an army builder bath, it only makes sense to do it with an all army builder wave. That way everyone buys multiples and nothing goes to waste. We could have gotten armies needed in the line like the Kree, Chitauri, Dark Elves, Hammer, MRDs, Sword, Outriders, the Brood, Asgardians, etc., etc. The list can go on and on. Hopefully they consider that next time they try to pull one like this. I think they should have just went with either a Werewolf by Night or Blackheart as the bath. Overall, it's a solid wave for me, but I can understand how this may not be for some. The wave goes up for pre-order Saturday, July 22nd at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, and will retail for $24.99. The next set of reveals, I have no info in regards to pre-order, pricing, release, etc., so we just have to stay tuned. We'll get back to some more comic book goodness, but let's tackle the MCU stuff now. So for you MCU collectors, this is for you. They are taking a trip back to the Infinity Saga with an Iron Man Mark II. This was super easy for them to do. I always loved that flipped up helmet look for Iron Man. I mostly keep the comic looks for my Legends Hall of Armor display, but I will pick up any movie ones that can slide as a comic look. And since this is all silver, I can let it slide. I might pick this one up since I have the gold Midas armor, so silver and gold together, why not? Infinity Saga Black Widow from the Winter Soldier gets a re-release. They only updated her to have pinless arms and not the legs. That's a waste of an update. Why do it if you can't follow through with all of it? They did update her face with the face print tech and even gave her an alternate head. I think it's the shorter hair from the first Avengers movie, I believe. Nice add-on there. She'll have multiple accessories, but this is a pass for me. Next is Bruce Banner, who was first released in a 4-pack, but this has an updated head and deco. Pinless arms too, and again, they kept those pinless legs. New jacket piece, I think, too. Don't know how he's gonna be released. Might be packed in with a Hulk, and that would be pricey if so. This is an easy pass for me. Going back to comics now, and we are going deeper in obscurity than ever before in Marvel lore with an old school character in Crystar the Crystal Warrior. This was a request from Randy Falk from NECA to be made, and with some licensing inquiries dealt with internally, they were able to make it happen. This is interesting and something completely out of left field. The figure has accessories like all hands and his sword and shield. He's like a crystallized He-Man pretty much. That translucent plastic is going to be scary since that kind of plastic always seems to snap somewhere. He looks so beautiful on display though. When translucent is done right, it just pops like no other. It'll be nice to see him come in his vintage packaging. I might have to start a Secret Wars Battle World display to display him in. Wow, man, my brother is losing his shit right now because this was back in his day as he had the vintage figure, so he's happy right now. I'm also happy that Randy Falk of NECA gets his wish. I always love seeing everyone get their wish figures come true. Makes the community a better place. I always say we should all root for each other's wish list to keep the community thriving. The next figure is sensationally stunning, and it is the Squadron Supreme's own Power Princess. The video I made about the 5 things I wanted to see from Marvel Legends at San Diego Comic-Con this year, one of them happened here with introducing a new big female body mold. It looks stellar all around. Bruh, tell me why Hasbro just made a better Wonder Woman than any Mattel and McFarlane figures. Hasbro basically just showed us they could give us better DC figures if they had the license too. I already see folks just buying this to make Wonder Woman customs with a paint over. I'm already seeing mock-ups online about it. Now, you know I'm not that big on the Squadron Supreme, but I love me some Power Princess. This is Marvel's version of Wonder Woman, but you don't need me to tell you that after seeing how she looks. She's not a kid-friendly character, as she's been fully nude in the comics before, drawn bearing it all, and she's not a character that's shy of flaunting it all. So if you want that alternate look for her in figure form, you can probably try this head on one of the Zezray Studios Female Combatants Fight for Glory Vlatia figure, and see if that fits since they have that buff female body. And if there are any snowflakes out there that have a problem with what I said, relax, bro. It's just an option thrown out there for anyone interested in doing so. The suggestion ain't for you, so move on. So anyone who tries it, if it works, then credit me and thank me later. So this new Legends big female body fits and makes me think of getting bigger gals in the line. First, giving us a new classic She-Hulk is priority, but then giving us Titania or even a Lady Hellbender would be dope. The uniform is completely sculpted on too, so you'll see wrinkled folds and armored parts sculpted on her one piece. She's got her sword and shield equipped. Look at how divine that head sculpt is. Shit looks breathtaking up close. I can't get over how beautiful this figure looks. I know I said I'm not big on the Squadron Supreme, but now I have to complete them sometime after I get this one. But it baffles me how this low prolific team gets priority completion in one shot within a year over higher prolific teams that we still need to complete. Hopefully this is a sign that they're ready to pick up the pace and complete those teams we need now and knock them out in 1 year. Then do the same going forward and just complete the teams in 1 year. But man, wow, what a reveal. Power Princess became the queen of the show. Moving on to another team with the new Warriors, and it is Justice. This one really had me scratching my head in frustration because Legends can't ever get the eras right to build the right teams, and by not doing his Marvel Boy look of the 90s, they killed the excitement for me with this reveal. Why did they have to do his Marvel Now look? Here's a side-by-side comparison for you, and I lined up the matching parts in the design of the costume so you don't get confused, as he's had similar designs with the star on it in the past. But this is not it. Not even nowhere near as close. The Darkhawk they gave us doesn't even match the 90s New Warriors, as that was many years later. By the time him and Rage joined the team, Nova no longer wore the all-red uniform. We didn't get that red Nova. Sometimes I just wish they stuck to the first appearance team originally. Could have given us Marvel Boy without the hair out as an alternate head too. Oh, I see. They want to pull off another $120 plus team box set to give us the right versions and complete the last member we need in Namorita, just like they did with that Avengers West Coast box set to get Mockingbird. Gotcha, Hasbro. They always do this dumb shit. The figure looks to have a new torso with the cape cleverly and seamlessly keyed into the sculpt. I'll give it that. Outdated limbs though. I want this, but not like this, if you know what I mean when it comes to team completions. Something I wanted to see more of done the right way. But man, at this point, I'll just have to bite the bullet and swallow the fact that we'll never have an accurate 90s New Warriors team with Hasbro forcing us to make peace with their mistakes. The last full reveal was an updated vision for their Avengers 60th anniversary line. It's on the Vulcan body, and that means he will be a lot taller than the last because he needed that height adjustment. I like this buck for him, and I hope they kill it with accessories for this one. To wrap it up, they gave us 2 No Way Home teasers, the box and the movie Doc Ock that has bendable tentacles, and I'm hoping those claws are articulate. This will most likely be planned for a full reveal come PostCon 2023, which takes place on September 22nd. And that's a wrap. I think I was somewhat pleased with Marvel Legends San Diego Comic-Con 2023. I love some of the X-Men 97 stuff. I just don't understand why they give Across the Spider-Verse all new scopes, but not on all of these since the Legends team claims to love X-Men so much. Also, quick rant to add. I thought that Magneto looked good on display, and then Hasbro emails me the press images, and looking at it dead on, I said, hell no. Hasbro, you failed me yet again. They ruined my boy again. Look how disproportionate those arms are. The hands are not supposed to surpass the crotch. It should be lined up at the crotch line. That's why they had his arms raised up in a pose so you couldn't tell. His legs looked new and beefier, but I guess camera angles fooled me. It's Spider UK still, and these legs look worse with the newly sculpted hips not being lined up so they stick out more. Even Dwight said they're new legs, but nope. Spider UK again, retooled as pinless. They should have just retooled the Vulcan arms and legs. Never mind about what I said in my San Diego Comic-Con preview night video about us being close to the perfect Legends Magneto. Nope, this ain't it. They still have a long way to go, and it hurts me. Sorry, I had to voice my displeasure. Everything else though, I love the Marvel Knights wave. I'm all in on that. Don't care for any of the MCU stuff, but hope you enjoyed it if that's your thing. I love the Smythe figure, probably my favorite reveal. Power Princess is queen. Detroit Steel is a beast. New Vision. So many things to keep up with. Lots of new scopes for comic and animated figures, so that's a good sign when MCU figures aren't hogging up all the tooling glory. Got some new characters, and since I'm a universe builder, that speaks to me and I'm content with it. But I get it if you're not. So most of these reveals will probably be trash to you. I'm somewhat pleased, not completely blown away, but not completely disappointed either. I'm in the middle, like a high middle. I'm giving Marvel Legends San Diego Comic-Con 2023 reveals a rating of a generous 6.5 out of 10. Could have been higher if they didn't mess up my boy Magneto and revealed the HasLab Giant Man. Speaking of that, it's so weird how he wasn't revealed, but yet the HasLab Star Wars Ghost was, because Marvel Legends teased him first back in March. The Star Wars brand team just teased theirs this month or last. So doesn't whomever teases first is next? I guess not anymore. Then again, Marvel teased theirs first before G.I. Joe, but no, that doesn't matter because G.I. Joe will always have the June slot reserved for Yojo June. I don't know, whatever, it doesn't matter now as they are definitely saving it for PostCon 2023, so now I see why they held back some of their punches at San Diego Comic-Con. That's the big show, so I'll be looking forward to that. Now I kick it back to you. What are we feeling here, Toy Fam? What do you think of the Marvel Legends San Diego Comic-Con 2023 reveals? Was it fun for you, or did it kill some of your enjoyment for the line? Share your favorite and least favorite reveals with me. Comment below, let me know, we'll chat about it. Thanks for watching another Marvel Legends news video. Please follow me on Instagram if you haven't already at xman87. Hit the notification bell so you always know when my latest videos are up. Share and subscribe if you're new. See you on the next video. Peace, peace.